In the name of Allah, the most merciful, the most compassionate. Listen. This is not just a story. This is the echo of a heart that refused to bow. A voice that shook the deserts of Arabia. A man whose faith weighed heavier than mountains. This is Bilal ibn Rabah, radiyallahu anhu.
He was born a slave, but Allah destined him to rise higher than kings. Chains held his body, but nothing could chain his soul. Under the burning sun of Mecca, they dragged him across the sands, every grain stabbing like fire. But his heart was cooler than the shade of Jannah.
They placed a massive stone on his chest, crushing ribs, crushing breath, trying to crush his belief. But every time they told him to give up, he whispered one word, a word more powerful than armies. Ahad, Ahad. God is one. God is one. Each time they tortured him, his voice trembled, yet his faith stood like iron. His skin burned, yet his soul glowed brighter. His body weakened, yet his heart grew stronger. Because love of Allah turns pain into power, fear into courage, and a slave into a legend. Then came the day of freedom, when Abu Bakr said, "Bilal is mine. I free him for the sake of Allah." And the chains that once defined him fell silent on the sand, never to hold him again. But Bilal's greatest honor was not freedom in this world. It was the moment the Prophet pointed to him and said, "O Bilal, I heard your footsteps in Jannah." Imagine that. A man once beaten, humiliated, dragged like a prisoner, now walks ahead of us in the gardens of paradise.
And when Medina blossomed with Islam, when the masjid stood in glory, it was Bilal's voice, that powerful, trembling, soul-piercing voice that climbed the sky before sunrise, calling hearts towards Allah. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Every note of his adhan carried the weight of his wounds, the strength of his patience, and the truth of Ahad, Ahad. His call was not just a call to prayer. It was a call of victory. A call that said, faith is stronger than fire. Patience is sharper than swords. And the weakest man on earth can become the strongest when Allah is with him.
Bilal, radiyallahu anhu, the man of iron faith, the voice of Islam, the footsteps of Jannah. His story whispers to every believer today, stand firm. Even if the world pushes you down, hold on. Even if your heart trembles, because the path of Bilal still leads straight to paradise for anyone who says with sincerity, Ahad, Ahad.